Welcome to this sprinting interval training, also called sit training, where we're going to work with 30 seconds on and 2 minutes recovery in between. For today you need an exercise mat, good shoes, water and a chair. But the chair we will only use for the last part of this session. We have 5 exercises. Actually we have 4 exercises, because the first exercise we're going to do once, the next exercise we're going to do once, and the third and the fourth round we're going to do the same exercise, and then a final one for the final 5th round, if that makes sense. But don't worry, I will guide you all the way. So we're gonna do this for the 30 seconds and the 2 minutes in between, starting with a warm-up, doing the sprint itself, where we are focusing on getting short of breath, and then ending this session with some superset with 2 different exercises. We're gonna do some triceps dips, and we're gonna do some elevated feet on a glute bridge, and then we're gonna do some stretching. So you're just gonna go and grab your equipment, and I will get you all the way through this exercise session, which is gonna take approximately 25 minutes or so. So go and get along with me and get in an even better shape. Welcome to Workout by AC. Get into a big distance between your feet, knees and toes are pointing the same direction. So let's get that chin in, our chest up and our shoulders back, engaging our core and our pelvic floor. We're gonna go with 4 nice inhales. So reaching up, inhale, and opening up for exhale. Let's go again. So all the way up, getting this big motion here, turning it into a circle and back again. Reaching up, yes, and we're gonna go with some little bit more dynamic circles here, single arm and up on our toes, opening up in our ankle joints, but still keep that chin in. So good big movements here, up on our toe, inhaling and exhaling, letting go with that same foot as the same arm, and do a little bit of a squeeze in your glute area, so pushing it back and keep yourself into this nice good alignment. Both feet back to the ground and both arms into circles here. Moving up and pulling back down. Yes, so let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and opening up. Bring that knee up and bouncing from side to side. Make sure that you keep the nice extension in your lower back and pulling those arms down, being strong, feeling you are affected on your breathing, and keep that knee coming up for final 8 and 7, 6, pulling down. Keep it going for 4, 3, 2, and turn this one into a kickback and a row. So pulling that heel up towards your buttocks, full range of motion if possible, and squeezing in between your shoulder blades, getting into this nice upright position here. So pulling it back. Let's go with 2 on each. Pulling up here for 2, opposite leg, pulling 2. Yes, keep going. Not leaning forward, but standing up still, pushing it back. Final few on each, double up, and one more double up, and pushing that toe back here, just for a single tap. Reaching up, get that good reaching position. Tapping toe into opposite leg, reaching ourselves up, becoming a little bit taller, and make sure that you're pulling your arms down so you can feel it around your shoulder blade, getting that full body into work before we're gonna do the sprinting itself. A little bit of a distance between our feet and bouncing here. One arm coming forward, opposite arm, bring that back. Still pushing it and still just do that dynamic movement, keeping chin in, and we gotta go for 8 and 7, a little bit of rotation here. Let's keep it on for 4 and 3, 2, and just a little bit more ease on our lower body, turning and twisting, warming up the spine, Very important for the mobility before we're gonna do it. So we have that full range of motion over our joints. We will be able to move far better. So we wanna be able to, all through life, to get that full range of motion every time we are moving when that is required. Hands on our thighs, getting into an extension and a bit of a squat as well. So pushing it, your buttocks back, feeling your weight on your heels, lifting chest up on your way down, but still pulling those shoulders back. And inhaling and exhaling. Let's go for 4 more, and make sure you have your hands placed on your thighs, pushing back up again, and 2 more, all the way down, all the way up, and in for a upright position. Do some circles, opening up in your hip area. Make sure that you keep the balance using your arms, but also activating your core. Those deep ab muscle, your pelvic floor, and your small, tiny muscle along your spine. Let's go, 2 more on each. Yes, and 1 more. Up for a little bit of a tippy toe here, swinging your arms as well, and just do a bouncing on the spot. Let's move to the right side. So bouncing here, still opening up with that heel, bouncing back to your left side. Let's go for 1 more trip, out to the side, and back again. Yes. So hopefully you feel a little bit more ready for doing this sprint. And the first exercise and all the 4 exercises, because we're going to do the same exercise twice. For one of them, we are going to focus on our ab and our core area. The first exercise we're going to do is going to be a mountain climber. We're going to do that once. Then we're going to do some plank split hop, and we're going to move on for a wide leg run, doing that twice for 2 rounds. And then we have a cross under mountain climber. So I will make sure that you get a little bit down on your shoulder and your arms, you get a little bit away from it, and you come back again. So 5 rounds, working for the 30 seconds, 2 minutes in between, just walking around, settling in for the next sprint. You've been here before maybe, so you know the setup with the different kind of intervals, but also welcome to you if you're all new here. So you're just gonna do the best possible if again you are new, just take it a little bit more easy, feel your way through the 5 rounds. Suddenly it had a tendency of just hitting you. The first round may seem a little bit easy, but then it's coming back on you. So make sure you listen to your body. When we're gonna do the mountain climber, make sure you get up on your arms for a straight position here, not locking your elbows, engaging core, looking down so you're not affecting your neck. And we're just gonna pull that leg up towards our arms, our chest, and make that going for a 30 seconds of a work, and in those 2 minutes with the recovery in between, I will show you the next exercise. You can always use one of the other exercises. You can come up and do some running on the spot, but if for example, you don't like doing a plank split hop, which is gonna be the next exercise, you can repeat the mountain climber, or you can get up and do some high knees or something. Just make sure it works for you, but still challenge your body with different kind of variations. So I'm gonna push that button here. We're gonna go with the the countdown for the 10 seconds, and then we have the 30 seconds and the 2 minutes. Yes, I know you're all in there. Let's go for the countdown. Up on our arms, no locking, and engaging your core. 3, 2, and 1. So push it the hardest possible It's only gonna be 30 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling, way in through your mouth and your nose. Keep those arms in a straight position, squeezing those abs, engaging, and keep moving, because you only have 10 seconds left and you have 2 minutes recovery in between. So pushing it here, inhaling and exhaling. Yes, walk it around. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna settle in for those 2 minutes, getting ready for the next exercise. So just walk it around, maybe grab some water, do what fits you the best, but make sure that you have not left the building, the room, because we are gonna hit it off with round number 2 in 1.5 minutes approximately. So this workout is something you can do everywhere. Maybe you are on vacation, maybe you are about to go on vacation. This workout doesn't require a lot of space. And if you're somewhere not home, at the end of this session, we're gonna do some superset using a chair. You can always, I guess, wherever you are, there will be a chair available, but else you can use the bed, but I will be back for that. So we could just gonna walk it around for 1 more minute. And for the next exercise, we are, as I mentioned in the beginning, still focusing in our ab area, doing that plank split hop. You can always use the mountain climber instead, or maybe another exercise. Some people don't like having their weight down on their shoulder belt. Some people get dizzy having their head down. Just make it yours, but always be conscious about why you do another exercise. Is it because it's a little bit uncomfortable? Nah. Then you gotta go with the exercise. Is it because it makes you dizzy? Of course you have to take care about that. We have 20 seconds. We're gonna go down on our forearms and we're gonna engage our core and we're gonna jump in and out. Make sure you don't hang in your lower back. Make sure you don't push your buttocks upwards. You are ready with me here for 7 seconds before you hit the 30 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and push it the best as you can. Look a little ahead of you, because if you are looking down on your feet, your buttocks tends to go up towards the ceiling. So you are not able to talk like me, only me, because I'm guiding you. Inhaling and exhaling. If you're able to talk, you need to push yourself a bit more. Push it here for 8 seconds. You can do it. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Here we are for the 2 minutes of recovery. So for the 3rd round and the 4th round, we're gonna do a wide leg run. I will show you that in a few seconds, just kind of getting into yourself again, moving around, inhaling. And if you don't feel you need those 2 minutes in between, you need to push it even more in the 30 seconds. So I just been on summer vacation in Montenegro and Albania, I would think you would say in English. And the first hotel we were staying at had this nice little air-conditioned fitness room with dumbbells and treadmill and different things. Not a lot, but it was good, some barbells and things, so I could do some weight training, which I always like to do when I'm on vacation. Not always possible, because there's not always possibilities for that. But the next place, that was in Montenegro, but the next place we came to in Albania, there were no fitness at the hotel and no fitness center at all in the city. Small city though, but what did I do? Of course, I went on my hotel room and did some exercises there instead. Doing a kind of workouts like this, just getting up and getting short of breath. And so there's always a way to do stuff. You just need to be a little bit creative sometimes. The next exercise we're gonna do is gonna be wide leg run. So we're gonna push it up here. For modification, you can bounce on the spot. But make sure you do that twisting part, because then you're engaging your oblique muscle. We are gonna go within 12 seconds. Chin is in, arms are up, arms are strong. And we have 8 seconds left before we hit it off for 30 seconds. Getting ready. 3, 2, and go. So you're gonna pull those arms down, you're gonna bring those knees up, and you are focusing on getting short of breath. So pushing it here, up with those arms, up above shoulder level. Again, you're not able to talk, only me guiding and helping you to get in the best possible shape. Keep moving, keep chin in, chest up, opening up in your chest. Come on for 4, 3, 2, and break here. 2 minutes recovery. This one for the 4th round, we're gonna do one more round. So move it around. But it is, I must say, kind of rare to get to a place where they don't have a some kind of fitness center at all. Actually, when I go on vacation, it's not something that I require, that there has to be a fitness room at my hotel, but it's always nice because it just makes it so much easier to keep your good habits. But there was one hotel, I think, like 30 minutes away, and I just had to be, as I mentioned, creative, doing something else, and you don't need a lot of space. So yes, a little bit of a thumbs up for you to do something when you are out and about on vacation, because actually when we're on vacation, if you're not specifically on some kind of where you're just wandering and walking and doing a lot of stuff, then it's always nice to put a little bit of a half an hour for the full day into something to exercise. It's good for your health, it's good for your digestion, it's good for everything, just the well-being on when you're on vacation. Getting different kind of food just makes it everything so much easier. 25 seconds, and we're gonna go with that, pull down that wide leg run one more round, and when you completed that one, we have one sit left to go. We are ready. Make sure you push yourself 10 seconds. You will feel very comfortable right after when you just got your breathing down. 5 seconds, arms up, get settling in here. 3, 2, and pull it down. Inhale and exhaling. Do that sideways bend. Keep your arms moving like fast and lightning here. Bring those knees up. Feel your way through this. Can you push yourself a little bit more? Engaging your core, your pelvic floor. Keep going. Only 8 seconds left from now. Making this into 4, 3, 2, and here we are back for the 2 minutes. Inhaling, exhaling, slowing down your heart beating. But it feels kind of nice when you can feel that you do something good for yourself. So in a few, have 1.5 minutes, we will go for the final sprint, which is going to be a mountain climber cross under. So that's why we're going to move our knee towards opposite elbow. I will show you if you don't know what I'm talking about. So just move it around, and again, you can pick one of the other exercises. You can do a third round of the wide leg run if that is better for you. Make it work. Relaxing and just keep moving a little bit around. It's not good to sit down on a chair. You want to keep your body still aware of it's not completed the workout. So keep moving, 50 seconds. It's kind of funny when I do the editing of the session here, there's always subtitles. Sometimes I don't know why it's disappeared, but it says a lot that I sign, like, and it says a lot about me snorting, I think. I don't know if it's like I do this, but it comes into the translation and I remove that from the texting when I do this before I upload a session. It's not very pretty to have something like snorting and signing on your texting. So, but it's kind of funny that it makes it into the subtitles. We are ready for 10 seconds. We're gonna move that knee towards the opposite elbow. 5 seconds here. Get ready. 3, 2, and push it under here. Your 5th round, your final round. Twisting, focus on your abs as you get shorter breath. You can do it. Inhale and exhale. Keep those arms straight and not unlocked. Keep moving, keep moving. This is your final one, and you only have 10 seconds left here. You get some water in a few seconds. Pushing it. Keep going. I know you can do it. You're a strong woman. Yes. And bring it up here. Grab some well-deserved water. We will change the time frame. You're gonna bring your chair after you got that water and a little bit of recovery. So I'm just gonna Get ready here, and you are gonna get ready within a minute or so. So in all the sprint, we have focused on our ab area. Now we're gonna do a triceps dip, and we're gonna move our feet far away here. We're gonna keep our buttocks in close to the seat of the chair. We're gonna flex as much as we can and straightening up again without locking our elbows, using our shoulders, our triceps, and we're gonna do that for 45 seconds, 15 seconds to get down, lying on your back, and then we are continuing with some glute bridge with elevated feet. So chin is in here, and we're gonna go up and push it here. Do a little bit of extension in our lower back on the way down and pushing up here on the way up. For the 45 seconds, 15 seconds in between, and we're gonna do that for 3 rounds. It's always a great thing to add some strength at the end of a sprint, because you've been focusing on getting short of breath, and then you're kind of settling down with some strength. It's still going to be a little bit hard for you, but it's just your body is warm and is awake, and it still have some capacity usually to do some strength exercises. So again, focused here in the ab area, and now we're going to do an upper body and a lower body exercise. Yep, you are ready, or else you just have to pause me and the countdown for 10 seconds, starting with the triceps dip, and we are just gonna move our feet far away here, and we are gonna bend and straightening up. Your chin is in, looking down on your toes. If this is too much with straight knees, you can always bend, but just make sure that it's not your feet and your knees lifting you up and back again. You wanna put that weight and challenge into your upper body. You're using your lower body and your ab just before. Now we're gonna go in and wake up our upper body. So there should be some energy left for the 3 rounds of the triceps dip. Chin is in and chest is up. Think about you wearing a medal on your chest. Show the medal, so up we go. 5 seconds. And here we are, 15 seconds to get back down. And you are now relaxing in your upper body while you're using your lower body. That's something that's kind of smart with a superset. Chin is in and bring it up. And as you go up, you can engage your glute muscle, of course, your core area, and make sure that you are engaging your pelvic floor as well. What I often see is women not fond of jumping because they have a hard time not peeing in their pants. So this is a perfect opportunity to get that pelvic floor a bit stronger when you are combining it into different kind of strength exercises. So get up and engaging both core, your glutes, and your pelvic floor. Relaxing your arms. You're going to use those in a few seconds. Yes. Back up. Hands on seat of chair. Let's be ready. Yeah, we have to get used to not having 2 minutes in between, but we have the 15 seconds. Moving a little bit faster here. Round 2 out of 3. Squeezing, feel your triceps as you extend your elbows. Squeeze, always a good thing to feel what you're doing. So don't think about anything else but the quality and you engaging your triceps. Exhale and come back up on top. Make sure that lower back is close to the seat. If you move further forward, it's going to be kind of hard in your shoulder belt. So keep it nice and easy here. Not using legs, using arms. Yes, we're gonna relax upper body, turn around up here. So this will just be placing your feet on a bed if you don't have a chair, and the same thing with your arms. And I actually have, if you go and look on my channel, I actually have 4 or 5 10-minute session where you can do some, I think I call it hotel workouts where you could just use what is usually in a hotel room. So therefore you can go ahead and do a little bit of exercise. It's only going to take you 10 minutes. I think it's like 3 exercises, doing that for 3 rounds. So pushing hips up, slowly back down again. Pushing heels down towards the seat of the chair. Squeezing. And one more round of each. So this one, of course, if you don't have a chair at the hotel room, you could do this on the bed instead. 5 seconds, final round for the triceps dip. Yes, let's go. So a good straight position here, up on top, squeezing triceps. Chin in, lifting ourselves up, slowly down again. Helping a little bit with your abs by engaging. Push that lower back, and avoid using your legs. 5 seconds. If you're doing it properly, you can feel the burn in your triceps by now. Yes, over with that one. So always remember about the muscle and the mind connection, actually feeling what we're doing. Ready for this round, final one. So focus on what you're doing. Chin in, squeezing, engaging, pushing up with no hyperextension. So don't get up here and do a hyperextension in lower back. That's not going to be very comfortable for your lower back. So squeezing, stopping with your glute muscle. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, and you are now very close to do some stretching. All the way up. Yes, I will make sure this one is not beeping anymore. Here we are. So as we lie down here, we might as well do the stretching from here. So leave your right leg on top of the chair and bring that left leg up. Stretching, extension and flexion over your ankle joint. And with those hands in your hamstring here, you are gonna keep your leg in a straight line. So squeezing here. Same leg on top of opposite leg and pull it up towards yourself. Get a nice stretch in your left glute. You can always keep your right leg on top of the seat of the chair and just a little bit support here. Make sure you are not tightening up in your neck area, just easing off in your upper body. It's always feel comfortable doing that stretching because we want to keep opposite leg on chair up here and do that straightening here. We are not able, with the stretching, we cannot avoid the feeling of doing something the next day, but we can absolutely prevent ourselves from getting into the tightness over a joint. We want to keep the full mobility, as I said in the beginning, with the warm-up. So this is why we always do some stretching when we have completed a workout. Mobility is so important. Right leg on top and bring it up. Maybe you want to go further up, maybe you can just rest. Left leg on seat of chair. And besides, of course, keep the full range of motion over all our joints, it is always good to do the stretching because it kind of sends a signal to our parasympathetic nervous system that now it's time for you to calm down and to relax. Your job has been completed and now it's time for you to settling a little bit down. We know we are producing some cortisol, which is perfectly fine because it helps us break down fat tissue, but we don't want to have too much cortisol running around in our body. So leaning forward, a nice stretch in our upper body. Shoulders down, leaning forward. And regarding that cortisol, stress hormone, we always want to keep our workout short and effective instead of working out for hours and hours. If you've been here before, you probably heard me say this, but it's so important because your body don't know if you do this in a good favor or not. So we want to keep the cortisol production into a minimum. Yes, up for a standing position. Bring those arms back, and you have completed a sprinting interval training, following the guidelines and doing some strength and stretching at the end. So everything completed in this session. Thank you for joining me, and until I see you next time, make sure that you stay happy, healthy and strong. Thank you for working out with me. Take good care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.